We gonna watch this thirsty concubine today. Let's get straight to it. Put a like on the vid.
With me to file for divorce from the love of my life. I'm ready. I've been getting ready for months, several months. How appropriate is it that it is storming today and it is such a gloomy, ugly day? A lot of you have asked, what's up with, is everything okay? How are you? I haven't seen hubby in a while. Woo. And, it sucks. And I'm so sad and disappointed that we didn't make it to forever. I love him with my whole heart. He is my best friend. He is my favorite person on the planet. And the concept of duality sometimes is a mind fuck. How can you love somebody so much but not be able to be married to them? How can somebody be so good to you and so bad for you at the same time? We will continue to co-parent my granddaughter together, just as we have been. We haven't lived together in several months, and we've been doing it, co-parenting, figuring it out, and we'll continue to do that. That's the plan. I've already kind of mourned and grieved this loss for a long time, but I think the finality, and I'm sure I'll have another.
Listen, man, we gonna start with this, man. She said co-parent our granddaughter. That is nasty work. That says more than you probably picked up. I'm gonna give it to you a few ways. So the first thing, she has a daughter. Second thing, that daughter has a daughter. The third thing, for whatever reason, they have to raise the granddaughter. Now, what that means to me is the daughter that she has is not on her feet. But most importantly, we could just throw all of that in the trash. The most important thing is the last thing, which is she's fucking old. Now, listen, we all age. I'm kind of old myself. I'm in my late mid 30s, somewhere in that ballpark. But listen, there's going to be a point where I'm 50, God willing. Everybody ages. That's just what it is. So it's not bad. But why am I mentioning this? Because this chick is going on fucking TikTok talking about the divorce she's about to file, conjuring up these fake tears and shit. You the one who about to file this shit, not him. You decided to file the shit. But this is the thing. Why do we need to know as a fucking is the general public? Why do we need to know about the inner workings of your marriage? And that's why, to get to the point, she is too old to be doing this childish ass shit. This social media attention mongering shit. The other thing, because I seen this clip from two channels, basically, and they both pointed this out, and this is something that needs to be pointed. What did he do? What did the guy do? Now, spoiler alert, I'm not even going to drag it, bro. He didn't do shit. She's not going to say what he did. But she'll say what it wasn't. It wasn't cheating. But whatever was going on, the marriage was disposable. So all my best friend, all that is bullshit. And even then, just inviting everybody into your business, I don't like that. And I'm going to go in on that a little later, but let's continue.
Never have to question when it's time to leave a relationship if you go into the relationship knowing what you absolutely will not accept. So when my husband and I started dating, ex-husband now, soon to be ex-husband, when we started dating, we had a shared note that was a list of deal breakers. So I had a list of deal breakers and non-negotiables for him, and he had one for me. And that list was to say, listen, before you even try it, if any of these things occur, just know there will not be a conversation. There will not be a forgiving period. There will not be, I'm done. Obviously, some of the items on the list are very common sense items, like don't cheat, don't put your hands on me, don't put your hands on the kids, etc. But then there are other less tangible items that I feel like people tend to dance on the boundaries or live on the line, leaving you constantly wondering, like, dang, is it okay? Should I leave? Is that a non-negotiable? Is he? But the more you give somebody an inch and you let them live on that line, they will take a mile, and eventually they will cross way over that line. And for me, I knew going into it what I will not tolerate or accept, and so I knew once that line was completely crossed, because I done gave you too many chances living on that damn line.
So she want to tell us so much about her life, her co-parenting the stepdaughter or the daughter or whatever, the granddaughter, and then want to tell us, oh man, she didn't got the divorce and she filing for the divorce, best friend, all this. She want to tell all that shit, but she don't want to tell what he did. Because when we know what he did, it's probably not even that deep to where it's worth a divorce. But listen, all that aside, you want to know what one of my non-negotiables is? I don't want a chick that is a social media attention monger, a fucking attention whore who wants to go on the internet and tell every detail about not just her life, but our relationship. Our relationship. That is very nasty to me. Before any of this manosphere, fucking red pill shit, I've always felt like that because I've seen certain things. I've seen certain people on Facebook and even on Twitter. I seen chicks get exposed, they news get put up and stuff like that. I seen certain dudes DMs get blasted and stuff like that. Even worse, I've seen people argue on the internet. I've seen chicks put up domestic violence photos or try to say that this dude is not a good father. And what happens in a lot of those situations is the chick goes back, et cetera, et cetera. What I'm not into is being a part of the clown show. I'm not trying to have my relationship be a spectacle for the public. That's just what I'm not trying to do. And when you get with somebody like this, she's old. Remember, I said she's old. I don't know how old she is, but she got a granddaughter, fam. She got a granddaughter and she is acting like a 21-year-old. This is a whole fucking bird. And at the end of the day, I'm under the impression that she didn't really value the marriage in the first place. She didn't really value the marriage in the first place. But let's continue. Let's watch some more of this bullshit.
Y'all are so messy. You waste no time. I told you that's my best friend, right? Y'all thought I was playing. See, I don't think I know that you sliding in the DM about all the friend requests and the views and the searches. Motherfuckers who know how to reach him, reaching him. And to think I thought we was friends. I was sharing this with you in confidentiality. Now y'all trying to go for my man, my ex-man. I'm just playing. I don't really care like that. But I do just want to clear up a few things. Number one, no, he did not cheat. Okay. Number two, we were separated for several months before I filed for divorce. Not living together, separated. Yes, he knew that I was filing for divorce the day that I filed for divorce. Yes, he knew that I filed for divorce right after I filed for divorce. We had talked about telling the kids, like, have you talked to your kids? Have you talked to your kids? We both went about that differently, whatever. And I did address with him, like, at some point I am going to talk about this on social media as I do everything else. I just want to be cognizant of all of the people involved, whatever. So all of those discussions were had. However, I do realize that I'm more comfortable healing out loud than maybe everybody else is. And I don't think he was as prepared for the influx of these hoes as I knew was gonna happen. So per usual, I'm gonna have to figure out how to heal and live loudly while still respecting the privacy of others and all that jazz.
Now, listen, this is the thing, and this is real, what I'm about to tell you. When it comes to most people, not women, people, most people are sheep. Most people are drones. But the thing is, it depends on what we are talking about to where that comes into play. I'll give you one good example. When it comes to politics, the average American knows absolutely nothing about politics. But once a cool catchphrase or a cool hot take comes out, most people, depending on what side they're on, they take the take and they just regurgitate it and regurgitate it and regurgitate it like they actually know what the fuck is going on, like they actually know the details and stuff like that. Or their people are usually thought for. So that's just me being real as far as people in general. I say that to say when it comes to women, it gets annoying. And the reason that it gets annoying is because they have these catchphrases and terms that they get every year. The vernacular gets updated every year. This year, it's the very demure. It's giving whatever, like, all of that stuff. Now, when we get into this tarot card, woo woo, sage burning bullshit that they be on, this fake therapy shit, you hear a lot of them just, it's a buzzword that they have been saying since the pandemic, a little bit before or after the pandemic. Healing. Everybody's healing now. Healing. And it's like, you're not healing. You're not even damaged. You were in a car several months after you had already been separated, crying on camera about a divorce you decided to file that nobody pushed you to file. And the thing that you have to know is that if somebody is watching and a woman is crying, 9 times out of 10 it's performative. They can cue the waterworks just like that in a snap. Somebody has a quote where their grandma said, never trust all that shit. The shit when it comes to women's tears and stuff like that. And this is just in general for the dudes, like, you cannot allow yourself to be moved by female tears. They weaponize them in a lot of cases, man. I'm gonna be real, man. And this is just me being 1,000. Like, white women are incredible at this. We'll leave that there. But the other thing that she mentioned is that she has to do it loudly in public. Like, what do you talk like? These chicks, social media has really fucked chicks up. Like, she thinks she's a fucking TV show. She thinks she's fucking one of them chicks on The View or some shit. She thinks she Rosie O'Donnell and shit. She think that this is Clarissa Explains It. What's another show? She thinks it's Bewitched. She think this is fucking I Dream It. She think this is some shit where, she's living life and then she looks at the camera and then the automated laughs. She really think that's what life is. She really thinks this is a TV show. She thinks she's on The Real Housewives of West Virginia or some shit. Social media has really messed these chicks up because they are fucking, women just naturally love attention to a high degree. They love the validation that they get from getting attention. This just gives them the opportunity to take it to the max, and it gives them a feedback loop that not only perpetuates it, but strengthens the need for attention. And it fucks their head up. And listen, I don't know shit about this chick other than what we've seen in the video. And I could tell you, because I already told you earlier in the video, one of the red flags is like, yo, like, she's putting all this on the internet. She's putting all this on the internet. I am a private guy. I don't want my whole love life and just my whole personal life put on the internet because I'm not doing it. So I definitely don't want it done by somebody who I'm putting dick inside and conceiving kids with. Like, what are we doing? So I don't know the situation. I don't know if this guy is the biological father to the kid that, had the other kid that's the grandchild, or if he's a step husband or whatever. I don't know. But listen, that is why you have to understand what you are looking for, and then you have to understand what is not acceptable, and then move based on that. Because if I see a chick is doing this type of shit in her actual life or just doing any weird social media activity, I can't fuck with her, man. I'm not counting on a bitch to change, bruh. That's one thing I'm not doing. I'm not counting on a chick to change. And I'm going to leave it there, man. Let me know your thoughts. I'm out.